The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We got our man, Mr. Darryl Martin, with us. All you tigers and tigresses, we appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us at the Bull and Bear Binary Option Hour, folks. Right now, we get the Dow down 57, Nasdaq's off 14, S&Ps are off 7.5. We get gold down 230. Let's see. Oil is down $1.70. Bonds, man, they're going. Bonds are up a point, 151.20. We're going for those highs. And,
yeah, I know. Poor Larry.
Well, Larry's going to have a beautiful time up in the Barents Sea.
Actually, he's gonna love that boat ride because at that stage, he's finally going to get the short that he wants. Right? It'd be the best boat ride he could take.
At 160, that's right. No, totally. We get King Dollar out there, up 56 ticks, trading out at 83.55. The euro is at 121. Let's just look at King Dollar just for a second here. So, King Dollar, let's see, DXU2, come on, baby, currency I need. There she is. Okay, so... Oh, she's got some strength behind her. Oh, it's going to get interesting. Okay, so we're only at 12,000 contracts, which, you know, most of the contract value really comes in the morning. But I'll tell you, man, if she closes up at this level and has 2 days of rest...
well, let alone it's only been a 38% retracement. It got just slightly below that yesterday. But, you know, that is, if that's the case, you know, the euro is just absolutely going to get smoked, which it already is right now.
Right.
But what that really does set up there, you know, sets up a huge move up in the dollar index.
Oh, yeah. You know, Euro's toast. Euro's toast. No doubt about it. And, hey, Darryl, what's happening, brother?
Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Listen, folks, you know, I'm sure that many of you may have heard about Colorado, and, you know, you got to send a lot of great white light out there. You got to send a lot of prayers because this is so far over the top. It's sick. And of course, you know, we're in Colorado every day, 3 hours. And I'm sure we, you know, it's that scene is just, you know, over the top.
Yeah, it's just horrific. You know, I can't even imagine. You know, just the small little segment that I read when before I came on the air. You know, the shooter, if you will,
right?
You know. Threw out some kind of gas or what have you.
Right, first.
You know, did it while there was maybe some other type of scene in the movie where there was gunfire going on.
Okay.
You know, so, you know, how we actually knew that was going to go on because I think yesterday was the release of the movie.
Yes, right.
Of course, wow. Just horrific scene out there.
So...
Not good.
Sad but true. It's sick.
I got one more out there for you, too, if we can go ahead and put that one out for everybody to, you know, send one up. Is one of the guys I know is a trader, John Thompson. His wife went out to Colombia a couple weeks back to help out with her father, and she was supposed to be back Monday or Tuesday and hadn't heard from her. She hadn't returned, and they're in an area with, like, no internet or phone connection or anything. So he's obviously really concerned. So if we could send one up for him and her as well.
No, absolutely, man. Telling you. You know, it was kind of interesting. No, it's not. That's the wrong word. What you have to do, folks, is this. Is that, you know, you can say at one point that, there's nothing you can do about that, which I understand, okay? But you better stay cognizant of what's around you at all times.
No, there's no question about that.
Without being paranoid. I'm not saying, but you have to absolutely, because it's whacked out. It's so whacked out, it's unbelievable, man. You know, I mean, it really is. And, you know, I don't quite... You know, I guess, you know, once it happened the first time, well, you know, violence in movies. And if I've, you know, what drives me crazy. This is what really drives me crazy. If I've seen anything in, and it's probably, you know, it has to do with the last 20 or 30 years. You got, you know, a bunch of suburban kids that want to be tough city kids.
Yeah. And
it's sick. No, I'm not kidding. And it's gone a lot further than that. But the reality is that is a real reality. You know, and they have no freaking clue. Excuse me. I mean, but anyway, let's get out. Oh, man, that's just amazing. Market-wise out here, so what we're looking at, folks, is that, yesterday couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle the swing points. When we take a look at that swing, it's really going to be predicated today on, like, okay, do we get any juice on the way down? Now, all we need, on the way down, which is kind of interesting, the first get-go, we already have it. Oh, baby, get out of the way, folks.
Sure do.
Look at this.
How about that?
Get out of the way. I'm telling you, it started. We already have $246 million on the NYSE.
On a Friday on July 20th.
That's over the top, man. That is absolutely over the top. And you get 393 on the NASDAQ. That's not, the Dow and the S&Ps are over the top. And I can tell you, with Chipotle, bottom line is that's the first Volvo, basically coming over the down $90, and we think stocks can't go down, folks, and get toasted and roasted. This is a classic. This is an absolute classic time in the trade. I mean, just look at it. Last time with real volume, this stock's heading to 276.
Yeah.
You had a little bit there at the 313. Look where it is.
No,
I mean, is that?
I know, absolutely.
That is about as sick as you get. There's no doubt about it. It's unbelievable.
Just getting hammered.
Oh man, forget it. And if you think this is a classic, folks, that I talk about this many times. You get higher highs with no volume, and I see this all the time. You can't get out. If you think you're going to get out, okay, you're not going to get out. It's not going to happen. Because this is...
That's why I say, if you're ever in doubt, just get out.
Yeah.
Right? Pretty simple.
No, totally. No doubt about it. So, Darryl, let's take a look. Well, hey, listen, first off, folks, okay? For all you folks on the West Coast, of course, Steve starts off TFNN each and every trading day. We go from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Darryl has a new show. That show is Diagnostic Trading. It's on at 1 Eastern Time. So it's a 10 your time out in the West Coast. So whether you're driving in your car, whether you're on a computer, whether you're on a cell phone, remember that you can get all our programming on a cell phone at tfnn.mobi. 1 to 2 every single day. You can listen to Darryl, and we're going to get our heads wrapped around this Nadex trading platform right now. So. Let's take a look at this. I gotta throw something out here because we got the S&P pulling up a little. So what do we have happening out here? What do you like out here this morning, Darryl?
All right, so let's go ahead and pull up. pull the S&P up on your chart there, and we'll see what is laying out on Nadex for possibilities. Also, big thing too. Just looking at the highs, the weekly highs, and it's really the all-time highs going on corn right now.
Okay.
You can actually trade corn over on Nadex, and I would within the next 2 to 3 weeks. If we don't see it next week, the next 2 to 3 weeks, I would definitely expect just a massive up or down move. Because we're at the high, and we're actually breaking highs. And if it keeps moving, if you pull it back and look at a weekly, or monthly chart on that,
yes,
if it keeps moving on that, then the thing is sort of no limit, and there's no reason for it to slow down. Unless there's some hidden supply out there.
Well, good. Hold on. Let's play with that con chart right now, man. Hold on.
Let's do it.
So I just pulled up con. So let's see. You get a daily 200-point spread and a 400-point spread. So let's see what we got here.
Well, I wouldn't even look at trading it today.
Wow.
We're going to be on Friday. I think it's going to be pretty calm.
Yeah.
What I would be looking at is one of the cool plays over on Nadex is that we actually check out the binaries. Okay?
Okay.
You can do weekly binaries on Nadex.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you go over and go ahead and pull it up. We'll see what they look like.
Yeah, no, I will.
Pull it and let's see if they're even. I don't know if corn's open yet.
No, it wouldn't be. It'd be 15 more minutes, I think.
But they may have the information. Let's see here.
It looks like the info's here, right?
Yeah, so you can actually see what at least the price, not the actual details, but you can see, like how wide the spreads were. But you can go in here, and you can go in here on basically Monday.
Yeah.
And you could buy and sell the widest binaries, like on the weeklies.
Right.
Okay. And basically counting on that big move on an up or down side, and with a very low limited risk, and obviously being expecting a very large move on corn. And out of these next couple of weeks, we should definitely see that happening. You could also do them daily, but just expecting this massive move.
This is huge, folks. And if you haven't, come over to our website at TFNN. and you're going to see the Nadex banner right on top on the right-hand side. You can open an account right now. You can open a test drive account. They'll put $25,000 funny money into. No, this con one, this is where you're talking about some real action.
I've only been trading the platform here for since you went on vacation.
Okay.
So what, 3 weeks?
Look at your.
So my 25 is at 36,000.
Isn't that cool?
Sweet. So, but yeah, I'd definitely be looking at getting in on Monday and checking out, buying and selling, because we're at a point where it's going to move.
Yeah,
and,
so
really move.
Explain. That's pretty cool, because buying and selling, what ends up happening here, folks, is that what he's saying specifically is that because you have time, and when you put your trade on, that is your stop, you can actually get both sides of it, paying attention to what's happening.
Exactly. Yep.
That's pretty cool.
You can go in there, and you may be able to get in the trade. You say $10 or $20, maybe on both sides. Okay?
Right.
So let's say Monday, it's the widest one out, and that's what I'd be going for in this instance. Just because we're at such an extreme level on corn, and it's hit literally the highs and everything else.
Now, when you say the widest one out, on the binaries, aren't they just one number with yes or no, right?
They're one number with yes or no. At the same time, you can go in and you can get the lowest and the highest because they're going to open up about right where corn's at.
I see what you're saying.
So if you would have came in this week, 755, 785 type thing.
Okay. Okay.
As an example, so when you're choosing the widest, it's how far away can you get because it'll be cheaper. Now you don't necessarily get the widest because a lot of times you'll see one level will be 10 and the next level will say be $10. So obviously you're going to want to get the closer one.
Okay.
But you want the closest one to you that is really the cheapest in this instance. So that's not necessarily always the case. I wouldn't always be going for that. But you look at the one right now. The highest corn spread they have on there right now is up at 785. Right. Okay, well, corn right now is at 789. So, and so you just look at that, and it has just a massive impact on where corn could be going.
And so now walk us through the. Okay, so let's see. Money-wise, what would it be money-wise and what would be tick-wise?
Oh, this is really important, too. We need to be making sure we're looking at the September. This is a big mistake people make. Make sure we're looking at the September contract for corn.
Right.
Because that's the contract that Nadex is following right now.
Okay, so that's the U2. Okay, exactly. The U contract, right.
Exactly, ZCU2. And which
that's
is actually
interesting, too.
807.
Okay. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And that's up, I said that's up at 807 right now.
Right.
And their highest one they had on there for the week was 785. So it's blown past that.
Okay, so let's 7. I got it. Okay, right. So what would end up happening there? First, you'd have to come down 20 ticks before you even got the money. Right. Interesting. So now let me ask you something. Will they put another one up today for Monday?
They'll put dailies up for today. Mondays won't go up till Monday.
For the week. For the week I'm talking about.
Right,
okay,
exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the new weeklies will start on Monday. The currency is actually now open at 6 o'clock on Sunday, so you can actually start getting in on Sunday. So you guys take advantage of this euro dollar.
I'll tell you what, if the euro closes at underneath 1.21515, folks, go sign up for your free trading account and go short the euro Sunday night and have some fun.
Yeah, I'm short the euro right now. I'm enjoying it.
Over our website, folks, TFNN, you'll hit the Nadex banner. You can sign up right here, right now. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, Darren Martin. We're going to be right back, folks.
Kate Stalter's exciting newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, has just launched, and now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial. Every Wednesday afternoon, Kate sends out her weekly newsletter to her subscribers where she focuses on small cap stocks with market caps under $2 billion, as well as low-priced equities with share prices ranging from $5 to $12. Kate tracks a variety of stocks with a combination of strong technical support and solid fundamentals. Many of the stocks featured will be recent IPOs. These newer issues are often some of the biggest price gainers in the market and provide an excellent opportunity for substantial gains if timed correctly. You can catch Kate Stalter live on Tiger TV with her small cap roundup every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and visit TFNN.com right now to get your 2-week free trial to her brand new newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, while locking in the low introductory monthly rate of only $37.50 per month, almost a 50% discount. Act now.
with the launch of Tiger TV. TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, Kay Stalter, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Daryl Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to archives of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
Millionaires are made every day. The fact is, living your dreams is possible. Someone, somewhere is going to get rich. My recommendation is, let that be you. Each day, someone is making the decision to better themselves and creating a plan to fulfill their financial dreams. Let that be you. The key to turning dreams into reality is to take massive action. Let that be you. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Master Show with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN, and I can help you with your journey to great wealth. I'll show you how to create the ultimate financial edge, a set of tools, insights, and strategies that are part of my daily newsletter service, Mastering Probability. You'll have direct access to me by phone, email, and my private library of trading and investing secrets for 30 days with an unconditional money-back guarantee. I'll take your trading to the next level. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage at TFNN.com and turn your dreams into reality. Mastering Probability, folks. Let that be you.
This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Daryl Martin, Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, we get the Dow off 80, NASDAQ off 17, S&Ps are off 9. Let's go up to Jamaica, New York. Anthony, what's going on, brother?
Oh, good morning. How are you?
Doing great, man. You having a good day up there?
Well, it's raining, but I guess it's better than being very hot and sticky.
There you go.
I recently found your station, and I'm new to investing, so I'm not quite sure of the swing, how you get the swing points.
Okay, cool.
And how could you steer me so I could try to get my head wrapped around that?
That's a beautiful thing. So let me ask you something. How did you find us? What, are you listening on the internet, or how did you find us?
I was in Tampa, and one day driving, I was just surfing the radio, and I found you.
So did you bring us home with you?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I was
now are you growling yet? Let me hear you growl. Oh, I love it. That's a beautiful thing, man. Okay.
Yeah, I was mesmerized by the way you get the swing points, and I can't figure out how you do it. So the charts are kind of small when I look at it on the.
Is there a stock that you're trading or anything?
I do trade a little bit of stock. I'm looking at Apple right now.
Okay,
Apple,
so
we'll pull up Apple.
So we'll pull up Apple. And see, this is what happens. And this is neat, folks, that even asking this, because I'll tell you the story about one time with swing points, man. I asked the guy. I asked this exact same question.
Yes.
To another trader, and this trader's looking at me like I'm out of my mind, because he knew that I was doing about 10 times more trades than him a day, because I was doing maybe 200 or 300 a day.
Yeah.
He's looking at me saying, "What are you talking about, man?" So watch. What happens, Anthony, is this. A swing point, it's not like we're speculating like, oh, a swing point's going to be made, okay? All the swing point is this. Like, if we look at Apple's chart. Are you watching Tiger TV by any chance?
Yes, I am.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So what happens with a swing point is that the swing point is a change of price, meaning that, if we look at Apple, Apple went all the way up till April 10th and hit $644, okay? Then it changed price, so it created a swing point at $644, and then all of a sudden it goes from $644 down to a price point of $555, okay?
Yeah.
So one swing point would be up there at $644. Another one would be down there at $555. Okay, then it bounced up again, and it gets to $618. Okay? Now, what happens at swings, and this is what I found out, just being in the market so much, is that as you go into a swing point, okay, that's where the market really talks, walks, and squawks. So picture what that means. That, first off, if we're going into a higher swing, so let's picture this, that you're going into a higher swing point. If you have more volume at that swing point, that means that, and what you have to do with the folks is this, is that you want to think in a context that we're all in one room. So electronically, as you're looking at the screen, you want to think that we're all in one room. If, in fact, you're going up to a higher price, and there's people that own it above you, right? What would have to happen in order for that price to hold? There'd have to be more demand. Now, if there's not more demand, that price won't hold, and that is the correlation and relationship that when you're looking at swing points. Is it coming up to the swing point with more demand? Swing points love to get tested. The amazing part about it doesn't matter whether it's a $200 stock or a $2 stock, they get tested. Now, what happens is that when you get up to the $600 stocks and they get tested, they say, how the heck does that happen? And I don't know, but it happens, okay? So, at those swings, that's where the market releases a huge amount of information.
And so what I would add to that for you, Anthony, is I take a look at swings and try to link the known to the unknown. I'm sure you drive places, and I take a look at swings as being major intersections. Like when you're driving. When you're driving on a stock chart, again, you're just looking for those major changes, like Tom said, major changes in direction and price. And clearly because there's swing points within moves, within swings, if you will. But you want to first just get your head wrapped around, as you said, the major ones that are out there. So on Apple, when you go take a look at your chart, you want to take a look at April 10th as one. You can take a look at April 24th as another. You can take a look at April 25th as one. You can take a look at the major ones, May 18th. Certainly you want to take a look at July 10th. Now, what's interesting is Tom was saying July 10th, that was going into one of those swing points I mentioned to you. That at 18 million shares, that was going into 32 million shares. Not enough to bust it up. And that's where price stopped inside Apple.
That help you, Anthony?
Well, I'll go now back and look at it and see if I could figure it out.
Okay, man.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for growling and prowling with us, brother. You stay right there. We're coming right back.
Would you like a personal update from Tom O'Brien as to what equities he's trading and what his daily trading plan is before the market opens each morning? Every market day, Tom O'Brien sends out his daily newsletter, Market Insights, to hundreds of subscribers that rely on his daily recommendations when it comes to navigating these highly volatile markets we're dealing with. As recently as May 21st, Market Insights subscribers closed out all 5 open positions for a combined profit of over 68% in one day. Profits ranged from 6.5% to over 24%, and all of these trades had have been initiated within the previous 30 days. Now is the perfect time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's explosive trading newsletter, Market Insights, an $85 value. Tom breaks down the market each morning with his Market Take and provides trade recommendations including precise stops and target profit zones, leaving nothing left to guessing. Log on to TFNN.com today and sign up for your 2-week free trial. Make sure you're a subscriber the next time Market Insights subscribers close out multiple winning trades. Take action and sign up for your free trial today. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Darryl Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling out here with it. It's the Nadex Bull and Buy Option Hour. And this market is dead meat, folks. If you are long this market, you better put a stop in ASAP. Let me tell you, the acceleration of the volume going, this is it, man. This is it. This is it.
Bounced right off that 13.
What do you really think?
Dropping down.
Oh, man. You know, what is so unusual, you know, what you have there, folks, is this. What was unusual last week is that what you had is that you had up to July 5th, we had the small caps being the strongest.
Right.
They came back down, and after they came back down, they were the weakest. That was one of the first heads up that, okay, baby, here we go. Okay? The next heads up, of course, you know, when I said to Steve this morning, we were coming in, and I says, you know, the Chipotle deal is telling me that what you're going to see is more stocks gapping down $40 and $50. Stocks don't gap down $90, folks. And I mean, that's where it was supposed to go according to time in the trade. But I know what happens is that once they start, let me tell you something. There's an acceleration. So picture, here, we can go like this. Watch. I'll show you how this goes. Because this goes from technical to fundamental. So watch how this goes. All you do, you pull up, and first I'm going to look at who owns it, okay? So watch what ends up happening. Oh, there goes Fidelity. Fidelity just lost all your pensions, folks, okay? So let's see. Fidelity owns $3.9 million times $90, okay? Oh, Capital World is next. That's American Funds. So that's next. So that's gone too. T. Rowe Price. So here goes all the pension funds. Vanguard, that's next. This is like sick. This is about as sick as you get. Oh, BlackRock. BlackRock just blew their brains out. We're talking about... Oh my God! Hold on.
Big
hundreds and millions of dollars. Hundreds of millions of dollars. What's kind of interesting here is that so, man, it's intense. So what ends up happening is this: is that as let me just see the. Okay, so you got Norges Bank. You know they've come back. That's. I believe, Oslo, Norway. Norges Bank, folks, they're all over the place. You know, for what ends up happening is that there's very few people in Norway, number one.
Yes.
But they went down the tubes because Goldman Sachs took them to the cleaners and the debacle, right?
Yeah.
But they came right back because they had so much oil and they cut everything out. My point is this. The amount of bread, that's lost in one stock like this, it goes right to the next one because it's forced selling. And forced selling very, very quick. It's amazing. Let's go to Scott in Colorado Springs. Hey, Scott, what's going on?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
We're doing great, man. You're not having... Well, you having a good day out there?
Well, as good as I can.
I know.
You know?
It's disgusting. It's insane.
We got to send the prayers.
Yeah, big time. Big time.
I want to thank you for bringing this Nadex platform to our attention.
Oh, cool!
It's one of the most powerful things that I've seen.
Yeah, it is certainly a platform that not only is neat, but what's so sweet about it, folks, if you haven't tried it out yet, is that when you put your trade on, that is your stop. So there's no. What happens is this: everyone's excuses all the time is that I moved my stop, I didn't put my stop. Well, that is your stop. You know
exactly.
So.
Yep, exactly. I mean, it's perfect. You can set your trades and go do something else.
Yeah, as Darryl said. Well, talk to Darryl because
set it and forget it.
Yeah,
Ron Popeil.
I had a couple quick questions about it.
Yeah, what you got?
The spreads.
Okay.
You have a ceiling and a floor, correct?
That is correct. Yep.
So what is the difference between buying and selling a spread?
Okay, if you buy the spread, the most you can lose is the price where you buy it down to the floor. And the most you can make is where you buy it up to the ceiling, okay?
Okay.
If you sell a spread, the most you can lose is the price you sold it up to the ceiling, and the most you can make is the price you sold it down to the floor. So
okay.
Basically, you can buy. They call them bull spreads. They're real. I call them bull bear box spreads. So you only make money going down if you sell it. You make money going up if you buy it. And but that really is the difference between selling and buying the spread. There is the direction in which you make the money and how the floor and ceiling works for you. Now you can also, if you're interested, do you trade futures or forex or anything like that?
I do on the Nadex in the Nadex side. I don't on the Thinkorswim side.
Okay. Well, if you ever decide to get in on that, over there you can even combine the two together, and it's called basically a hedge strategy, where you can actually combine the spreads with the futures, combine the spreads with the forex. So there's a lot of cool things that you can do with them so that we don't even have that cap on your profit potential. But still, I mean, the profit potential of $300 and a risk of 20, and that's just on one spread. You could do 10, 20, 30 of them. Really not
exactly
in the bad risk reward ratio. So
exactly, incredible.
Yeah.
Now, also, once you're in a trade, is there somewhere that you can look to see where your maximum profit is in that trade before you get there?
The easiest way to do it, you can do the math, but the easiest way to do it is just to open up a ticket. Okay,
Uh-huh.
obviously don't submit the order ticket. Just open up a ticket and put in the price you got in at, Okay, so like if you bought or sold, put that price in there and the price and the direction. So if let's say you sold the US 500 and you sold it up at, we'll say, this morning, like say 1365 or something like that. Okay, so you put 1365 in there. Then what will happen is it'll actually show you the maximum loss and maximum profit potential.
Okay, fantastic.
But you can do the math. The math is actually it's. What's nice about Nadex is the math is actually pretty simple compared to futures where you're going in and having to deal with, quarters and eighths of a cent and all this stuff. Every tick on Nadex, which is always going to be the last digit it's quoted in, so like on US 500 it's quoted 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, is going to be $1. So let's say you have a spread that's at, 13.70 and you sold it at 13, we'll just say 68. Okay? So that means you have a 2.0 difference, right? So, all right, so 1370.0 minus 1368.0, so 2.0 difference. What I do is I just drop the decimal place, all right, and that means I have 20 ticks, so I have a $20 risk on that spread.
Okay.
But the ticket will do it for you.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And, of course, it has your floating P&L on the open positions also. You can see that on the floating, but for the max, open the ticket. That's the easy way.
Okay.
Thanks so much, man.
Tom, I got the shorts on, Tom.
That's a beautiful thing. I hope they're nice and pressed.
Yes, sir.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
And I'll bring up the Nadex platform, too, in more detail up on the Diagnostic Hour. I can go through all that detail with you.
Yeah, I watch you every day.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in.
You bet.
And don't forget, folks, Daryl is on every day, Monday through Friday night, 1 o'clock. That's Eastern time, of course, 10 o'clock out on the West Coast. And don't forget, you can get us all 9 to 6. If you just join us, growling and prowling, folks, okay, just go to tfnn.mobi. And as you're going to work in your car, practice your growls. It's wild, Daryl, is that, when you look at the Nadex platform, I remember the first time you explained it to me, right? It is such a heads up, folks, understanding that when you put the trade on, that you stop. Because it's like, you got to be kidding me, because it just, the first thing that you said to me is kind of what he had just said in the call, is that you can put the trade on and have a life, which is a different ball game. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You can put your take profit in, and then basically your spread, basically it does risk management for you. So now your job is profit management. Yeah. I'm going to get my head wrapped around this con thing next week, man. Because it is both ways, and that's a big number, man. Let's go to Mike in Lakeland, California, I believe. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Oh, not too much. I'm just trying to see if I can analyze what's going on with the home builders.
The home builders are going to the moon, man.
Yeah, they're going up. I'm just trying to figure out why they're going up today.
Because housing...
Go along, America.
Yeah, because housing already crashed, and it's great. No one believes housing's back, and housing's back extraordinaire, depending what part of the country you're in. But bottom line is that,
I don't see it out here yet, but...
Now, where are you?
And I'm basically in Los Angeles, Long Beach.
Okay, so here, this is what the numbers are, folks. So check out what the numbers are. California, you don't hear as much about California as you heard about Arizona. But California, bottom line, has one of the largest foreclosures in the country. And what you have, which is just amazing, of course, California is like another country. There's so many people in it. Yeah. And now, where Mike is... You're in a good area, though. I mean, when I say good area, I'm not saying there's good and bad areas. What I mean specifically is that in Long Beach, folks, it's not like Long Beach can be built out. A Meritage cannot come in, because it's built out. Where the huge problems are in California is that it's called the Triangle, right?
They call it the Inland Empire, San Bernardino area, going towards the...
Right. And I used to be on the air there, so I know the area well. And what I did is this, is that when they were building that place out, folks, I was on the air there for three years. And I flew out there, and I said, something's wrong. I'm paying a fortune to be on the air here. And then I flew out there, and then I saw what it was. And it's like, hold it, man, this doesn't work. And the reason it doesn't work, folks, first off, AM radio, hardly anyone listens to it. Then financial AM radio is like 0.1%. So I always got to be cognizant of this when I'm doing it. And now they certainly are in their cars for a long time out there.
Right, that's right.
But because
you're not kidding.
Yeah, but because the it was just so brand new. I says, no, this is in the middle of the mountains, man. But that's where they have their huge problems. And you can see why. Because to get to a job, Mike, from out there, it's probably an hour and a half or 2 hours anywhere, right?
Yeah, some people are commuting round trip that total maybe 2-3 hours sometimes. So.
That's amazing. I know. So that's where the problem is there.
That's why they all own Priuses.
Yeah. Oh, no. Big time. But let's take a look at, you want to look at MTH, right?
Yeah, MTH is a good one to look at.
Okay, so this is Meritage Homes, folks. They design, build, sell single families, ranging from entry-level to customs. Lows 13, the highs 36. We're trading at 35 right now. Now, are you looking to buy this? What are we doing?
I was looking to actually short it, but I haven't done anything yet. I've been very careful.
You're talking to the wrong guy, man. I opened a real estate fund. I got bulls. I have Hans. I have the biggest Hans that I've had since 1981. Okay, so listen.
I'm interested, by the way, I'm interested in your fund, but I'm not sure what you consider to be a qualified investor. So,
what happens is this: a qualified investor, folks, is an individual that has made $200,000 the prior 2 years and will make $200,000 this year, or a couple that makes $300,000 the last 2 years and will make $300,000 this year, and or an individual or couple that has $1 million net worth, excluding their house.
Oh, okay, that's what I would be into the third one. That's what I wondered.
Okay, well, if you want some information, you can...
I can go to your site. Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Well, no, you can email us at tigerfund@tfnn.com.
Okay.
And if you happen to be in Denver, folks, I'm doing a presentation in Denver on, August 6th at 6:30 at the Marriott Tech Center. And what we're doing, folks, the bottom line is that, we're in a single multifamily deal, renting them in Pinellas County, in Hillsborough County, and then moving them out. So that's the deal. It's a simple deal. It's a hard asset deal. And just as we're on right here, Steve, I just said to Steve, I said, I can't believe this one place, folks, just right on the beach, just went for 33 cents on the dollar. Because as we're doing this, right, I get the auctions up on the other side, on the other screen right here. 33 cents on the dollar. Give me a break. I mean, it's sick. Anyway, okay, so, if we take Meritage and we bring this back, I don't want to put it on a maximum. I'll put it on a weekly 4-year. And this is huge, man. You do not short this. Okay, so watch this, folks.
That's beauty. That's
okay, it takes a swing point out from 2008, $29. That's 8 million shares. Well, guess what? Took it out with 8 million to 8 million. This thing's going a lot higher, man.
Okay, well, I'll wait then. That's why I called.
Yeah, don't wait.
Don't wait.
No,
take it off your short list.
Yeah, housing's not shot, man. Housing already crashed. It's over. Okay?
Put it on your long list.
Yeah. You buy the retracement, man.
The stock agrees with you because it's still going up. So, well, thanks very much.
Okay, man.
You have a good
great
day.
One.
Are they under accumulation as well in the funds?
Good. Yeah, let me look at that. No.
Because I don't think we looked at.
We haven't. We haven't. Okay, so we take a look at it. Okay, so largest changes. Let's see who's buying. So you got Alliance Bernstein. Oh, here they come again. You get Wellington. Fidelity's not in there yet. But so check this out, folks. When Steve and I did this before, and this even goes back to when I got in gold at 282, what happened is that the only fund that owned gold at that point was Fidelity. They owned 14.2% of Gold Corp. But check this out. This is if you don't think that the real bread is going to be made here, and the bread's always made, folks, when everyone's scared. Believe me, people are still so scared about housing. It's a beautiful thing. Inside the Toll Brothers. Now I know they're. Where is it? I know Fidelity's huge because remember when I brought this up. What Fidelity and there she is. Okay, so Fidelity is the largest owner of Toll Brothers. What Fidelity's done is this: they've bought the housing stocks that the actual person that's running it also owns a good piece of it. Yeah, that's what they've done, which is really smart because the biggest problem in the public markets now is that the CEOs are taking everyone to the cleaners. And in this case, Bob Toll, one of the largest owners, Bank, Fidelity's in there. Lennar, they're in there.
Go long America.
It's a beautiful thing. Steve Rhodes, Darryl Martin, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there. We'll come right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Time is the great equalizer of all mankind. Time doesn't care about winners or losers, who succeeds or fails. Time only cares that you played the game. Question, are you playing the money game? Is your money working as hard for you as you are for it? I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter service, and we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary. In year 1, we generated a 30% profit. Plus, I provided 26 hours of live coaching to my clients. My daily newsletter service is available by 8 a.m. each day and covers the stock, futures, currency, and commodity markets, along with all the current patterns that you can trade. Each newsletter is packed with education, and it's yours for as little as $3 per day. And for the next 30 days, you can try it risk-free. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage of TFNN.com and begin your journey to great wealth today. If you're waiting for a better tomorrow, remember this. Today's tomorrow will soon be yesterday, and your clock is ticking. Mastering Probability. Now is your time.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Coming up next, folks, don't forget we're going up to Newton, Massachusetts. Basil Chapman's going to be growling and prowling with you 11 to 12. Back here to Tampa, Nico DeHaan, we got a health show, folks. He's going to keep you healthy. Then we're going to beautiful Dallas, Texas. Mr. Darryl Martin's going to be with you with the Diagnostic Trading Hour. Be out there growling and prowling. Back here with David White. Out to California, Ken Shreve, and then back here.
Now, I think Basil, today's a special show. He's doing it live from Chipotle.
That's right, folks. Basil is shot Chipotle.
Okay? Yeah, I love that. I love
the
that
bottom
triple
line,
hat trick.
It's down $91.
Yeah.
$91, okay?
Wow.
Yeah, dead meat. Literally. You know, and you talk about the dead stock. This is it's over for Chipotle, folks, okay? You know, you're talking about, I can make a case that's going to go back to $99. You know, take a while, but bottom line is that this is serious business. You're off the highs at 5.6 million, and you want to see a stock, and you want to basically get your head wrapped around why you don't want to buy stocks that have higher volume, lower volume at highs, because you'll never get out of them. You know? It's pretty amazing, no doubt about it.
Yes. Oh, I think you lost them.
I lost it again.
Oh.
We got to get these things. You better start talking.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so
there we go. I got it.
Okay, good. All right, good.
Sorry about that, folks. So gold, let's go take a look at gold. You know, gold basically has been in this range, folks, and the range is getting a little bit dangerous. I like what it's doing today. It's not doing anything. It's 76,000 contracts. I do not like what happened to it yesterday. Yesterday, we got to 591, and it only had, I believe it had 96,000 contracts. It was, like, not good. You don't want to see them go up like that. Well, we did 135,000, but it should have been banging out 150, 160,000. And it's going to be all about this dollar. The dollar, folks, is ruling the world. You know, every time that you hear that, hey, listen, the dollar's dead meat, the U.S. is dead meat, you know, we're not competitive. Oh, you don't crack me up. Oh, this is a trip. If you heard Paulson, okay, on...
Oh, when he was doing his interview out at Alpha.
If you heard... okay, so if you heard Paulson, folks, okay, Paulson was basically saying he can fix the economy, and he was saying that, you know, we're non-competitive. It's like, oh, what happened when he was in? Fix the economy. Paulson was the guy. First off, he was the CEO of Goldman Sachs, folks. Second, he was the Treasury Secretary, and well, we just did great when he was here. What you want to do?
That's too funny.
Well, you know what? I was hearing this. I thought I was hearing things. So what you can do is this: when you hear stuff like that, folks, the easiest thing, which is what makes Google so great, you go to Google. I go to Google and I say, "Give me the quotes." So what ends up happening, it is absolutely hilarious.
That's great.
I do it all the time. I started this when Greenspan was such a hypocrite, right? So all you have to do is go to Google, you put in, you know, Paulson, put in quotes, and you're going to see the quotes. The quotes are amazing. Oh, don't worry, everything's okay. The housing is okay. The quotes that you're going to get off Paulson is absolutely hilarious. Oh, no, I'm not kidding, man.
No, I know.
It blew my mind, man. It's like, oh, man, yeah, sure. Let me give the economy back to you, you know? We'll all be slaves. It's sick, man. I'm telling you. They're all sick. It's unbelievable. So, market-wise out here, folks, what you do have, you have an expansion of volume on the NYSE. When you get an expansion of volume like this, okay, at the beginning of the day, what I expect you're going to see at the end of the day, you're going to get that expansion. As we were just talking, and, you know, we do appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. The week... This July 18th week is problematic, folks. I've seen some monster downdrafts. If they start now, what happens is that you can get a tough 3 or 4 weeks. The reason being is that you get a lot of fund managers that aren't around. If they see volume come in on the downside, they're going to basically call in and say, get me out, period. Because what happens is that between folks being off, between basically folks knowing that there's no volume, it's like, why is the volume down?
Yes. And you get big volume today in the first hour of trading.
Yeah. Oh, huge.
Half
next
of what it was yesterday.
Everything
you stay right there, folks. We got Basil coming up next, and of course, don't forget Daryl's coming up at 1 o'clock. Daryl, you have a great one, safe one. Have a great one, folks.
Take care, folks.
All right. Talk to y'all in a couple hours. All right. Have a great day.